Hi, I'm Stuart Beeby. Mental health is a topic that's very close to my heart. I have close family who have struggled with it for much of their lives, and being close to that has shown me how important it is that we talk about what we're going through. This film is one of the most meaningful projects I've worked on, and we created it for NOVUS, a non-profit organisation that supports people who are struggling with mental health. It's a cinematic short, but at the heart of it is the people that's in it. You'll hear two very personal stories from Steve and Jen, told directly in their own words, which they share with real courage. If anything in this film resonates with you, I hope it's a reminder that you're not alone and that talking about it matters. Thank you to Novus, and thank you to Steve and Jen for sharing your stories, and thank you for being here and giving a few moments of your time to watch this short film. I'd love to hear your comments and feedback in the comment section below, but for now, over to you, Jen and Steve.
Hello. My name is Stephen Savoy. I work for the catering team here, and we serve lunch every day to Advanced Math and Science Academy, which is a kind of a elite group of students, and I'm pretty proud of. We hear stories that the food is very good, and we're helping to raise a generation by feeding them. I would say if you're having any issues, with mental health, or if you have anxiety, or if you feel like you're losing hope, Employment Options is a place where you can find acceptance, probably camaraderie, and you're just going to feel comfortable and you can grow. My faith was restored in humanity almost by working here. Yeah, I was in a very bad place emotionally, mentally. I would sleep maybe one day every 7 days. I would just go out to the worst parts of town and just experiment and self-medicate and anything to knock myself out or change my frame of mind. And I just didn't see any future, any point to being me or why I was here. And I was even angry at my mom for, having me. My brother had passed with an overdose, and he died in the house that I grew up in, and that was a catalyst. It hit me really hard. And I just couldn't shake the feeling that I shouldn't be here, or I shouldn't be anywhere. I just wanted it to be over. So I figured I'd go out that way. I was arrested and I got pulled over. I was coming over after an overnight shift at work, and the police, for some reason, freaked me out. And I basically threw a tantrum and was arrested. So I told my mom, you gotta bring me to the hospital, right now. And I just kind of clenched up and went into a fetal position in her car. I barely remember the ride over to the hospital. And that was it. It was rock bottom. I was in my mom's house, and I wasn't working, and I was troubled. And I just lost my patience. I lost my kindness. I don't know. It just all evaporated, I guess you'd say. Now this is for advocates right here. So every Tuesday morning, they get a pastry and bagel and coffee bar.
I've known Steve since he started both as a member and as staff on our catering program. Just been awesome seeing him go through that growth and seeing him kind of get to the point where he's at now, where he's taken on a lot more responsibility.
When Steve started, he was a little more reserved. And as the time's gone on, he's really had a great transformation into a workhorse in the kitchen.
Seeing his confidence just blossom from this. He's a great worker, hard worker, diligent, quick learner, willing to go above and beyond, but more than any of that, he's just a really kind, good person. So that makes working with him a breeze.
One of the unique things about the Clubhouse program as a whole is that it gives the opportunity to our membership to find the confidence they need to grow from where they might have started when they first came, coming to a Clubhouse where you're surrounded by members who have gone through similar things that you have, and you can relate to a little bit more.
My name's Jen, and I've been a member of the clubhouse for about 3 years. I am the president of the advisory board. I'm also in recovery. I've been sober for 4 years, almost 5. When you are struggling and you just make that first step and talk to someone, that step could be just what you need to get the help that you didn't think that you needed or wanted, and that could change your life. I was in a car accident. I broke 17 bones and was in a coma and ended up on a lot of opiates and got addicted to opiates for a little while and ended up using heroin for 6 months. I assaulted the police officer. When I went to court the next morning, still pretty drunk, I told the judge that I would do it again, and that was the first time I went to jail, and that was for 6 months. I ended up staying at my grandmother's house a lot until I had my daughter. Then I got my own apartment, and then we moved together, my daughter's father and I, to a place back towards my mom's house, and that's when things got bad again. So I never thought I would be one of those people that would be getting beat up every day and stay. That ended up being my life for a few years, and losing my baby because of the situation, it's just one of the worst things that I have ever been through, and one of my biggest regrets, because I could have left and I could still have my daughter, but I stayed because I thought that things would change with Olivia, but they didn't. One night he stabbed me, and the police came and he got arrested and went to jail. She was 5 the last time I saw her. She's 10 now, and in order for her to not be adopted, things had to be good on both sides, even though she would have been with me and they weren't. So she ended up being put up for adoption. And I left the program early, and because I didn't see the point. So when I first got here, people were so friendly and would say hi. All I remember is that Abby was my first real connection. She would come up to me and ask me if I was all right, if I needed anything. And she was very just kind and helpful and concerned. And when I was ready, I think I remember just asking for her help.
The first thing that really got her motivated, and I feel like just flipped the switch for her, was the first DRA retreat she went on, which really motivated her to pursue education. She became certified in dual recovery, where she can lead any meeting in the state of Massachusetts. It was a 17-week program, which she worked tirelessly on.
I've been a member a little longer than Jen, but when she became a member, I think at first she was a little shy, but now she has really become an integral part of the clubhouse.
When she's in the clubhouse, she's a very well-liked member. She's very kind to all the members that come in. She's right there, helping me with everything I need.
I've seen Jen bloom from what she was to what she is now. She's really made a lot of progress with her growth and her transition here at the clubhouse.
I definitely see a lot of changes within her, and I'm so proud of her that she's done an amazing job for us. So she's definitely doing great.